If I told you right now that the person you love most in your life, the thing you care about the most, was never truly yours, how would you feel? If you're going through your darkest moment or feeling like life just hit you hard, take a deep breath. What I'm about to share will help you see through all the pain and give you the strength to start fresh. Hello, everyone. I'm Manya. Welcome to Life Wisdom. Today, I want to talk about something almost everyone faces, that deep, soul crushing pain when someone leaves, money disappears, or the life you built suddenly falls apart. But first, I want to ask you, really think about this. Do you honestly believe anything in your life truly belongs to you forever? Look at your house. The deed has your name on it, so it feels like it's yours, right? Until an earthquake hits, like those devastating ones in California, or a hurricane, and in seconds your foundation is flattened. Look at your bank account. Those numbers feel solid, right? Until a market crash, a lawsuit, or a serious illness wipes it all out overnight. Now, look at your own body. Do you think that's truly yours? You can't stop your body from aging or getting sick. One day it'll return to the earth. So, if even your own body is just on loan, what makes you think another living, thinking, feeling person will belong to you forever? Mistaking temporary use for permanent ownership is the root of almost all human suffering. Let me tell you a story that could happen to anyone. Imagine you're walking in downtown Manhattan on a hot summer afternoon. Suddenly, the sky opens up, a typical New York thunderstorm, and it starts pouring out of nowhere. You're soaked, no umbrella, cursing yourself inside. A stranger stands under a shop awning, sees you, smiles, and hands you an umbrella. Here, take this, stay dry. You grab it like it's a lifesaver and walk several blocks, feeling safe and almost invincible. The umbrella fits perfectly in your hand. You even start thinking, this umbrella is amazing. I wish I could keep it forever. The rain keeps falling as you walk further. Then, just as suddenly as it came, the storm stops and the sun comes out. The stranger appears again and gently says, friend, the rain's over. I need my umbrella back. What would you do? You clutch it tight, eyes wide, shouting, you can't take it away. Don't you know how much this umbrella means to me right now? From an outside perspective, you'd think this person's crazy, right? The stranger was just kind enough to help you through the worst moment. Now that the rain's gone, it's only fair the umbrella goes back. You should be grateful, not angry. That umbrella is every person who walks into your life, the partner who leaves, the friend who drifts away, the child who grows up and moves far away. They were never truly yours. They're umbrellas loaned to you by the universe, sheltering you during a chapter of your life. When that chapter ends and the rain stops, their job is done. They must go on to protect someone else. All great wisdom traditions agree. Every meeting is a reunion after a long time apart. Every departure is just settling a debt. The ancient I Ching tells us nothing is permanent. Coming together is change. Parting is change. If you only accept the joy of meeting but reject the inevitability of parting, you're fighting the laws of the universe. You will suffer. So, when someone leaves, there are only two cosmic possibilities. First, they are repaying a debt they owed you. Maybe in a past life, you helped them, so now they come to support, love, and be with you when you need them most. Once the debt's repaid, they leave. You wouldn't get mad at a contractor after they finish their work. You thank them and wish them well. Second, this one hurts more. You're repaying a debt you owe them. The person who hurt you the deepest, stole your money, or broke your heart, that person is here to settle old scores. The pain you feel is the final payment. When they leave, the books are balanced. You should feel relief, not anger. As the Diamond Sutra says, these four lines are worth repeating every night, carving into your mind. All conditioned phenomena are like a dream, an illusion, a bubble, a shadow, like dew or a flash of lightning. Thus we shall perceive them. Your feelings, your marriage, your relationships, they are all conditioned phenomena. They arise from causes and conditions, and when those end, they vanish. They were never solid. They've always been like a dream. When you wake from a dream but try to crawl back into the warm bed and force the dream people to keep loving you, that's when real suffering begins. Picture your life like a movie. You're both the director and the lead actor. Every partner, every friend, every child is a supporting actor. They come with a script and play only certain scenes. When their scenes end, the universe yells, "Cut!" They take off their costume and walk off set without looking back. This isn't betrayal, it's just production. A smart director doesn't chase actors down the hallway, begging them to keep performing. They say, "Great job, thanks for your work. I'm writing the next scene. It'll be even better." That shift in perspective, that's maturity. I know some of you are thinking, I get it, but when those memories flood in, the pain still kills. It hurts because we have unrealistic expectations of people. We think hearts are eternal, loyalty guaranteed. But the I Ching tells us the opposite. Everything changes. The sun rises in the east, so it must set in the west. Flowers bloom in season, then wither. Rivers are calm sometimes and wild at others. Look at the Mississippi River. During dry season, it looks peaceful enough to almost walk across. But when spring floods come, it turns into a roaring monster that can knock down bridges. Human nature is like that river. When conditions are good and resources plentiful, people are kind, loyal, loving. When circumstances change, money, fear, new chances, the same person can become someone you barely recognize. They haven't changed. They've just revealed their full spectrum all along. The Heart Sutra puts it best. Because there is no obstruction, there is no fear, away with wrong dreams. Your pain doesn't come from the kid who moved to Silicon Valley and rarely texts back, or the friend who took your life savings and disappeared. It comes from the wrong dream, the illusion that they were ever yours to keep. Kids aren't your property. As Lebanese American poet Khalil Gibran said, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. They are birds. You're here to teach them to fly. When they spread their wings, your job is done. Cheer for them as they leave the nest. Friends betray you not because they are evil, but because a cold calculation of survival told them betrayal was worth more than loyalty in that moment. It's human nature under pressure, not your failure. So when pain hits, what should you do? First, protect your energy. Hatred is a heavy, dark frequency. It poisons your health and your future. Modern medicine confirms what the ancients knew. Long-term resentment causes inflammation, autoimmune diseases, even tumors. You're punishing your body for someone else's mistakes. Second, practice observing from above. Buddhism calls it witness consciousness. When emotions storm, imagine your awareness floating to the ceiling, watching the whole scene like a Netflix show. The actor playing your ex is giving it their all. The actor playing you is heartbroken but brave. You smile with compassion and softly say, great performance, but the director already called cut. Third, do practical things. Protect your finances, replace your furniture, open the windows, buy fresh flowers, start that yoga class you've wanted, wear clothes you genuinely love. Send the old energy away and welcome new energy in. The best revenge isn't revenge at all. It's living so brilliantly, so freely, so fully yourself that one day, if you run into them on the street, all you feel is a quiet, kind smile. Because you finally get it. The universe didn't take anything from you, it just emptied your hands so you could receive what truly belongs to you. Your life is like a sightseeing train riding along the California coast. You're the driver and the only lifelong passenger. The train left the station the moment you were born, and your final stop is the day you meet the Creator. Along the way, many passengers get on and off. Your parents were the first passengers. They boarded at the start, cared for you, helped you into the driver's seat. But at a certain station, when they get old and their ticket expires, they have to get off. Your partners, friends, kids get on at different stops. Some buy long-term tickets and stay with you a while. Some buy short-term tickets and leave after a few stops. Some sneak on without a ticket and get kicked off later. Passengers getting off is their business. The train moving forward is yours. When the one you love most, your partner of 20 years, suddenly says, I'm getting off, what do you do? Do you stop the train in the middle of nowhere, slump over the wheel, and cry, I'm done. This train has no meaning anymore? If you do that, what about the other passengers? Will you starve with them out there in the wild? No, the train must keep rolling, no matter who gets off, because your final destination is still ahead, with more beautiful views and more important people waiting. That person stepping off is just one part of your journey, a view to appreciate, not a suitcase to carry. You've passed beautiful places. They're lovely, but would you carry the whole mountain on your back as you walk? You can't. You leave it in your photos and memories, then keep moving. So hold the wheel tight, look at the person getting off, wave, and say, "Goodbye. Thank you for riding this part of the way with me. Have a good trip. I'm picking up speed now." Think bigger. Train your heart to be like the Pacific Ocean, deep, vast, and boundless. Every day, huge ships, warships, and fishing boats pass over it, their propellers churning the water violently, seeming to tear the ocean apart. But after the ship passes, in less than a second, the water closes up without a trace, without a wound. The ocean remains the same, calm, deep, and blue. That's what the Tao Te Ching calls the highest good is like water, and what Buddhism calls diamond indestructibility. No matter how others hurt, betray, or leave you, it's like a boat cutting across the water. It may sting and ripple at the moment, but you must have the power to heal quickly. When you see through human nature, you see through the way of heaven. Human nature is fickle. The way of heaven is impermanent. When you understand and accept both, you'll feel a freedom and relief like never before. Thanks for listening. If this episode opened something gently inside you, please type 2 words in the comments, "Let go," and tell me which part touched you most. Your sharing might be the salvation someone else needs today. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell. Don't let the past become the weight that drags you down, because the train's final stop is still ahead, where better views and more important people await. I'm Manya. See you next time.